Hello and welcome to Game 7 of the Newburyport Clippers Varsity soccer season, away versus Methuen Rangers. Newburyport have had an incredible start to the season with 6 straight victories following the midweek victory over arch rivals Linfield. This game was their 3rd away game of the week and it's been a tough schedule, but they find themselves with 6 straight victories and 31 goals scored and only 2 conceded with 4 clean sheets for the season. And the top scorers here and assist makers include Will Aquaviva, Caelan Twitchell and Brady O'Donnell, who between them have scored 19 goals. Newburyport were once again without talismanic skipper Graham Smith in defence, so Kellan McDermott's deputised in the centre of defence and O'Brien came in on the right hand side. Bovey started in midfield with Caelan Twitchell dropping to the bench. So here we go then with the kick-off. Newburyport going from right to left and Methuen in the dark blue jerseys. Newburyport made a fast start, as they have done all season, and their intensity was too much for Methuen. Bovey here picking up the ball, played it into Brooks. Brooks' speed down the right hand side and a good cross in was cleared by the defender. But Bovey put it back into the mix and O'Donnell wins the header. A bit of pinball in the box and Aquaviva's the first to react and he slots the ball into the left-hand corner of the goal. Really sharp play in front of goal there from Aquaviva. Good flick on by O'Donnell. Defender tries to clear it, hits it against his own man, and Aquaviva's the first to react with a smart finish, and the keeper's got no chance. So, as with so many games this season, top scorer Will Aquaviva gets things off to a flying start for Newburyport, and it's Newburyport 1, Methuen 0 inside the first 10 minutes of the game. At this stage, Methuen weren't really offering much going forward, and Newburyport had another chance a few minutes later, with O'Brien's throw to O'Donnell was laid off, and Max Gagnon picked the ball up and then went on a mazy run right across the goal into the area, and then blazed a left foot shot wide and over the bar. But another great run and great pace from Max Gagnon to get away from the defenders there. Methuen got into the game a few minutes later, scrappy defending by McDermott, and the ball came to the midfielder from 25 yards for Methuen, but his shot went tamely wide. And they weren't really offering a lot going forward or posing too much of a threat for Owen Tank's goal. Then on about 20 minutes, Fellner lined up one of his big throws, threw it to the back post, great header by Acton, and O'Donnell took the ball fantastically in his stride and smashed it past the keeper with his left foot. Here we go again, Fellner's deep throw, great flick on by Acton, and the first touch here by O'Donnell takes him back inside the defender, and then it just sits up for him on his left foot, and he rifles it past the keeper. Fantastic finish by the front man. I think that's his 7th goal of the season, and he's been in absolutely fantastic form, scoring a goal a game. And now Newburyport find themselves 2 goals to the good after 20 minutes, and it's Methuen 0, Newburyport 2. 2 minutes later, and there was another Jack Fellner throw on the left-hand side, almost a carbon copy, launches the ball deep into the box. Forrest Hay this time gets up on the end of it, and Gagnon expertly nips in at the far post to head it over the hapless goalkeeper. And again, fantastic throw from Fellner. Forrest Hay does well, gets up, flicks the ball over the back of the defenders. Great timing of the leap from Gagnon over the top of the keeper. And Newburyport have raced into a 3-goal lead, an unassailable 3-goal lead against Methuen after 25 minutes of the game. Goal here for Max Gagnon, his 2nd goal of the season, and nice assist there for Forrest Hay. So Methuen 0, Newburyport 3. Another chance for Newburyport as they dispossessed Methuen on the halfway line, and O'Donnell played it into Acton, who clipped it over the top for Aquaviva, and his lightning pace gets him there ahead of the keeper, and he couldn't quite get past the keeper as he tried to flick it past the other side. Good goalkeeping there from the Methuen goalkeeper to keep it at 3-0. And that was the last action of the first half, as Newburyport had completely dominated the game and were now 3-0 up as the half-time whistle was blown. And they were in a very strong position to get a 7th straight victory and continue a really great start to the season. The second half kicked off, the same lineup for Newburyport as in the first half, and it was the same one-way traffic. They continued to push forward and give Methuen a really hard time and not give them any time on the ball. Here, Gagnon plays a little chip ball through, really good layoff from O'Donnell, And you can see clearly there that Acton's onside, and Acton runs through, but the referee blows for offside. Clearly a wrong decision, as O'Donnell had timed the pass to perfection, and Acton was clean through. Fellner throw here, flicked on, came to O'Donnell, and the ball was cleared away. But Newburyport continuing the momentum forward here and continuing to be completely dominant. Fellner's throw into the box, flicked on, and gathered by the keeper. Methuen were gradually getting back into the game, as I think Newburyport began to feel the effects of 3 games in 5 days. And Methuen starting to create a few chances. But Newburyport again showed some really good skill going forward. Great ball over the top. O'Donnell level with the defence as the ball was played. But once again, the referee denies Newburyport a good opportunity to score a 4th goal by pulling it back for offside. Well, here come Methuen now with a good chance, but amazing tackle there from Gagnon. Ball over the top from Bovey. O'Donnell's in. Heavy first touch, and he just couldn't get the shot away. But another good chance for Newburyport to add to their tally there. But Methuen got themselves back in the game. A quick free kick to the right-hand side, and the defender beats 2 men by cutting inside and rifles a shot across tank into the far corner. A bit of a soft goal for Newburyport. Probably could have done a little bit better here. I think they were expecting a long ball into the box. Instead, they played it short, and then one touch between 2 Newburyport defenders who didn't really put a tackle in, and then a big shot from about 20 yards out. And I think Tank will admit that he could have done better there as the ball went across him. So Methuen get back into the game with their first goal of the game, and it's now Newburyport 3, Methuen Rangers 1, with still about 20 minutes left on the clock. Newburyport had a wonderful chance to reinstate their 3-goal cushion a few minutes later. As Fellner threw the ball in, flicked on by Acton, and at the back post, Gagnon brought the ball down, but unfortunately couldn't keep the shot down. It just went over the bar. Familiar looked to this move, great flick on by Acton, chest control by Gagnon, keeper comes out, and he just couldn't keep the shot down. So the score remains 3-1, but Newburyport still carrying a real threat going forward through Fellner's long throws. Nice play here from Bovey over the top. A bit of a hashed clearance by the defender, and the ball bounces down to Caelan Twitchell, who shot. He didn't quite get hold of it, and it enabled the keeper to make a good diving save to his left. Another good chance for Newburyport there. And now, with a few minutes left on the clock, O'Brien throws the ball forward to Forrest Hay. Nice skill from him as he flips it over the defender, then puts a bit of a high up and under, which comes back to him on the right-hand side. And he looks up, puts in a good cross to the far post, and there's Will Thorenson with a chance, but he just scuffs the shot wide when he might have done better at the far post. But Thorenson was doing well off the bench, and he wins the ball back in the midfield here, goes towards the goal, has a shot, good powerful shot, and the keeper gets down well to save it. So Newburyport still 3-1 ahead and dominating the play, but Methuen still in the game. And then with a couple of minutes left, a great piece of play by the defender, slips the ball through to a midfielder, great shot, comes crashing back off the crossbar, and it just reminded Newburyport that this game was not over, and Methuen had actually clawed the way back into the game and was still carrying quite a threat going forward. But Newburyport had been a bit wasteful in front of goal, and this game was still alive. But they managed the game very well in the last few minutes. O'Donnell here just wasting a bit of time down by the corner flag, and the referee blows the final whistle, and Newburyport celebrate a 7th consecutive victory and 3 wins on the trot on the road, with a fantastic week, beating Manchester, Essex, Linfield and Methuen in the same week to open up a big lead in the Cal League, and looking very strong for to retain the title that they won last year. So as you can see, 7 straight wins for the season, 34 goals scored, 7 wins out of 7, 6 in the Cal League, and Aquaviva and O'Donnell adding to their tallies in this game as Newburyport continue their incredible start to the season. Next game is on Monday at home against North Reading. It promises to be a classic. We'll see you there. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.